Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, thanks so much for joining me here as we dive into some more Harry Potter content. In this video, we're going to be checking out 10 mistakes in the Harry Potter movies that only die-hard fans would notice. So let's begin our list here at number 10. Harry's eyes aren't green. Since Harry grew up without his parents, many wizards and witches around him knew them. It's pretty common for adults to compare him with the Potters. Everyone says the same. He's identical to James, but he has Lily's green eyes. This is a central element of Harry's characterization in the books, and readers don't get to forget it because other characters mention it constantly. Funnily enough, the movies failed to include this detail. The characterization crew had actually planned for Radcliffe to use green contact lenses for the role. However, Radcliffe was allergic to them, so it became a health problem. Since it was a small detail, in the end, it didn't really affect his amazing performance as Harry, and only those who read the books and had a keen eye noticed that his eyes were actually blue. Number 9. Wizards don't do doctors. One of the many domestic but amazing magical items in Harry Potter is the Weasley clock, a magical version of a regular clock that has a hand for each family member. Instead of numbers for the hours, this clock tells where each member is, including locations like home, school, work, travelling, lost, hospital, prison, and mortal peril. The film adaptation of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets added a couple of locations like Quidditch, Garden, and the weirdest one, Dentist. Of course, fans of the saga soon noticed this makes no sense. The Wizarding World doesn't have dentists. In fact, Professor Slughorn doesn't know what these are according to a conversation he had with Hermione at the Slug Club. When adding this small detail, the movie's writers forgot to consider the many differences between Muggles and Wizards. Number 8. The Elder Wand's fate enraged many fans. When Harry finally gets a hold of the Elder Wand in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, he uses this wand to fix his own wand. Then he puts it inside Dumbledore's grave, letting its power die with the Hogwarts director, as he would be the wand's last user. In the movie, instead, he snaps it in half to ensure no one else can have its power. However, he never fixes his own wand before doing so. While fans weren't keen on him snapping the wand, at least this can be justified by seeing this item as a metaphor for his journey. What really grinds the fandom's gear is that Harry didn't fix his own wand before doing this, since it leaves a big plot hole. Does he have a new wand, or how did he fix it in the first place? Harry's wand is, in a way, a testament to his resilience, so not having an answer in this regard makes no sense. Number 7. Harry was reckless in front of Muggles. At the beginning of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry stumbles upon Dudley and his friends at the park. When his cousin starts to bully him, Harry threatens him back, revealing his magic wand and putting it to Dudley's neck as a warning. Everyone laughs at him because they don't know the truth behind it. However, viewers who are familiar with the books know this makes no sense. A couple of scenes later, Harry actually ends up in trouble for using magic outside of Hogwarts. This is a rule he already knows pretty well, since it got him in trouble in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Besides, the Wizarding World is particularly careful with revealing itself to Muggles. With this in mind, it makes no sense to reveal his wand carelessly when Dudley threatens him. Number 6. Sirius burn to Snape made no sense. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, when Severus Snape finally confronts Sirius while in the Shrieking Shack, he urges him to leave by telling him to go and play with his chemistry set. This is a sarcastic joke regarding Snape's particular skill with potions, which Sirius is diminishing as less than other kinds of magic. However, the comment doesn't make sense when considering both characters' backgrounds. Sirius is a pure-blood wizard who has lived his whole life in the Wizarding World, and eventually in Azkaban without any contact with Muggles or anyone really. With this in mind, it's impossible for him to know what a chemistry set is. Chemistry doesn't exist in the Wizarding World after all. Number 5. Hogwarts isn't the only mixed-gender school in Europe. As part of the Triwizards Tournament celebration, Hogwarts opens its door to 2 other magical schools from Europe. Beauxbaton's Academy of Magic from the south of France, and the Durmstrang Institute, founded in Bulgaria. Each school has a very particular aesthetic, and the film clearly implies that. While Durmstrang only has male students, Beauxbaton's is an all-girls school. This was obviously a script decision for the film, since it adds a nice touch to the big contrast between both houses. However, the books don't follow the same pattern. The Goblet of Fire may not focus on Beauxbatons and Durmstrang too much beyond its champions, but it definitely includes male students in the French school and female students in the Northern European country. Number 4. Hermione uses magic outside of Hogwarts without any consequences 2 times. When Harry and Ron met Hermione for the first time at the Hogwarts Express, Hermione brags about having studied her magic books. She then uses Oculus Reparo to fix Harry's glasses. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry returns to Diagon Alley after escaping from Nocturne Alley. Here, Hermione notices his broken glasses and uses Oculus Reparo on him once again. In both scenes, Hermione is going against the most important rule for minors in the wizarding world: no magic outside of Hogwarts. The book respects this, but the films ignore it. Fans who read the books know it's Mr. Weasley who fixes Harry's glasses in Diagon Alley, not Hermione. It makes no sense that Harry ended up on trial for his actions when he was 15, while Hermione gets to do magic even before attending one single class in Hogwarts when she was only 11. Number 3. James and Lily were just kids themselves. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry gets to see his parents once again after 11 years, thanks to a magical mirror. This mirror shows its user the most desperate desire of their heart, so it makes sense that Harry sees himself alongside his parents, James and Lily portrayed by Adrienne Rawlins and Geraldine Somerville at the time. While Rawlins and Somerville look the part perfectly for a middle-aged couple with an 11-year-old, the reality is that they weren't older than 22 years old. Since Harry was imagining them as he saw them in the only picture he had, they should have been college kids, not mature adults. The picture was very misleading about their age, reducing their true tragic nature of their early deaths. Number 2. Not having Ludo Bagman on the films left a plot hole in the series. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire introduced Ludo Bagman, a former Quidditch player and Ministry of Magic employee with a careless attitude and a gambling addiction. Bagman scammed the Weasley twins after taking a bet with them and paying them with leprechaun gold. This prompted Harry to give the twins his Triwizard Tournament money so they could start their business, Weasley's Wizard Wheezers. The movies don't include Bagman, so the twins never got scammed, prompting Harry to give them the money. Even if this was the case, it was never addressed in the films. Given this, once the twins open their store, viewers simply don't know where the money for their initial investment came from, unless they read the books. And finally, this brings us to number 1. Harry uses magic casually before inflating Aunt Marge. When Aunt Marge, Uncle Vernon's horrible sister, comes to visit during Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry ends up blowing her up like a balloon out of rage. Afraid for his own future, Harry escapes to Diagon Alley, aware that he is using magic as an underage wizard outside of Hogwarts and it has serious legal consequences. Ironically, the film itself has Harry using magic before inflating Marge. During the first scene of The Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry can be seen practicing spells under his sheets as if he was doing his summer homework. Although this makes the character more relatable, it makes no sense. Hogwarts would never allow 1,000 underage wizards to work on their magic unsupervised outside of Hogwarts. With that down, thank you so much for joining me as we took a look at 10 mistakes in the Harry Potter movies that only die-hard fans would notice. Is there anything you would add to the list, and what stood out to you the most? Be sure to hit the like button before you leave, and consider becoming a subscriber to support the channel content. And with that, I will see you in the next video.